Once upon a time, there lived an old widow and her beautiful daughter named Darmi in a remote village. They lived in a hut located at the end of the village. Since Darmi's father passed away, their lives became difficult because he had not left behind any inheritance to support Darmi and her mother. To make ends meet, the mother worked in rice fields or as a wage laborer in other people's fields. Meanwhile, Darmi grew up to be a spoiled girl. Whatever she asked for had to be granted. In addition to being spoiled, Darmi was also lazy. She would simply get dressed and admire her beauty in front of the mirror. Every afternoon, Darmi would wander around the village without any clear purpose. She would simply show off her beautiful face and refuse to help her mother earn money in the fields. Every time her mother invited her to work in the fields, Darmi would always refuse. "Darling, let's help me with the farm work," the mother pleaded. "No. I don't want to go. My nails and skin will get dirty with mud," Darmi replied, refusing. "Don't you feel sorry for me, my child?" the mother asked. "No. You're just an old woman working in the fields. No man would ever be interested in your wrinkled face," Darmi answered dismissively. Hearing Darmi's response, the mother fell silent. Overwhelmed with sadness, she went to the farm to work. However, Darmi remained in the hut, continuing to adorn herself to maintain her appearance of beauty. After her mother returned from the rice field, Darmi asked her for her wages to buy beauty equipment. "Where is the money?" Darmi asked her mother. "No, my child. This money is for buying the necessities of our daily lives," the mother pleaded. "But my powder is finished. I want to buy a new one," Darmi insisted. "You are such a selfish child. I know you spend money, but you refuse to work," the mother said angrily. Despite her anger, the mother still handed over her wages to Darmi. This continued day after day. Darmi would repeatedly ask for her mother's wages to buy various beauty tools. It became almost a daily occurrence. One day, Darmi's mother went to the market, and Darmi asked her to buy a beauty kit. However, her mother was unfamiliar with the specific beauty tool Darmi was referring to. So, her mother invited Darmi to accompany her to the market. "Then let's go to the market together," the mother invited. "I don't want to go to the market with you, Mom," Darmi replied, declining the invitation. "But I don't know what beauty tools you're talking about, my child," the mother exclaimed. Feeling pushed and compelled, Darmi reluctantly agreed to accompany her mother to the market. However, she set a condition. "I will go to the market, but on the condition that you walk behind me," Darmi told her mother. "But why, my child?" the mother asked, curious. "It's embarrassing for the villagers to see us walking side by side," Darmi answered simply. "Why should I feel embarrassed, my child? I may not be your biological parent," the mother asked. "Mom, look in the mirror. Look at your wrinkled face and those dirty clothes. I'm ashamed to have such a careless old woman," Darmi exclaimed in a condescending tone. Despite feeling saddened, her mother reluctantly agreed to her daughter's request. They then proceeded to the market while holding hands. Darmi walked in front, while her mother followed behind, carrying a basket. Their appearances looked completely different, as if they didn't belong to the same family. On their way, Darmi encountered a friend who lived in another village. "Hey, Darmi. Where are you heading?" asked her friend. "To the market," Darmi replied slowly. "Then who is that person behind you?" "Is that your mother?" the friend inquired, pointing at Darmi's mother, who was carrying a basket. "That can't be my mother. She's just my maid," Darmi sarcastically answered. As if struck by lightning, the mother heard her daughter's words. However, she remained silent, holding back her sadness. They continued their journey to the market, and soon they encountered a man. "Hey, Darmi. Where are you headed?" asked the man. "To the market," Darmi replied curtly. "Who is that person behind you?" the man inquired again. "She's my maid," Darmi replied, growing increasingly annoyed by the questions. Darmi's response undoubtedly saddened and hurt her mother. However, the mother continued to suppress her grief. This pattern persisted throughout their journey to the market. Eventually, the mother stopped and sat by the side of the road. "Mom, why did you stop?" Darmi asked in surprise. Darmi repeated the question multiple times, but her mother remained silent, refusing to answer. Suddenly, Darmi noticed her mother speaking slowly while raising her hand. "What are you doing?" Darmy snapped, a tone of annoyance evident in her voice. Still, her mother didn't respond to her child question. Instead, she prayed to God, seeking punishment for her disobedient child. "Oh Lord, forgive this weak servant of yours. I can no longer bear the attitude of this disobedient child. Give him the appropriate punishment," her mother's prayer resounded. Within moments, the sky darkened, clouds gathered, and lightning flashed with loud thunder. Heavy rain poured down. Slowly, Darmy's legs began to stiffen and turn into stone. Panic gripped Darmy as the transformation took place. "Mother! Mother! What is happening to my leg?" Darmy shouted in distress. "Forgive me, Mother. Please forgive me. I won't do it again, Mother." Darmy cried out in panic. However, it was too late. The punishment was unavoidable. Gradually, Darmy's entire body began to transform into stone. The changes started from her feet, then spread through her body, and finally reached her head. The disobedient child could only cry, filled with regret for her actions. As her head slowly turned to stone, the mother witnessed her daughter's tears. Everyone who passed by couldn't help but witness the tragic incident. Soon, the weather cleared once again, but Darmy's entire body had transformed into stone. The villagers then placed the stone by the side of the road, leaning against the cliff. Locally, it came to be known as the Weeping Stone. This tale is known as the Legend of the Weeping Stone. The moral that children should learn from this story is to respect and love their parents. Apart from their own efforts, a child's success and happiness are greatly influenced by the prayers and support of both parents.